Thank you for the thumbs up, man. Already, whoever's watching, I appreciate you. Um, Let me start off today. Happy Friday. Today's episode, today's live wasn't going to happen. I was actually taking some time off from lives and dealing with life, right? I was actually inspired by two conversations I had today, and then I just watched the video, man. We're going to talk about that video I watched. It was touching. It hit me in the chest, man, like big time. Um, and wrist check, a watch that you guys have never seen before today. It is what I'm calling snake eyes. It is it's like one of my favorite watches, man. And I have a couple other watches here too. But I wanted to get into a couple of stories, man. So I'm going to talk about some things that inspired me in the past that had just really kind of broke me down in the watch community. And I want to carry that on to what's on YouTube. And what's up, Dwight and Vic? I'm too embarrassed to display my wrist. Get out of here, bro. Happy birthday to Invicta Claus. I just saw that on Facebook. But today, so we're gonna have a story. All right. Hold, give me a second, y'all. Sorry about that. That was important. That was my son. Anyway, so yeah, I wanna have a talk with. We're gonna do the story, and then we're gonna talk about YouTube and show some watches. So first and foremost, my addiction, I guess, love, interest in watches stem from way back in the day when I was a kid, man. But I was just on Merely on Time's show. It was live a few days ago, and we were talking about, like Invicta cruises and stuff like that. And that's what really kind of broke the ice for me with watch collecting. So I remember a young man, me and my wife walked onto the cruise, and we're looking at all the different things that's going on, and I was just like, man, this is crazy. It's one thing to type and send your message to people online, but now you're in the presence of these people, and I was kind of standoffish, and really, if you could believe it, really wasn't a people person at that time, at that point in my life. So I was kind of like, all right, it's cool talking to y'all online, even on the phone, but like, I don't know about all this. You guys are too friendly, right? But there was a guy that took his watch off his wrist for me to look at, and I looked over, and my wife was like, is this dude serious? Like, bro, we don't do that around these parts. We're taking my watch off to let you see it. You can see it from here. We don't do that. But that was the theme for like 4 days. I think we were on that cruise 5 days. That was the theme, and that's what really broke me down, is watching how many people were sharing. And there was what they call the Watch Expo, and it's just a bunch of collectors. They will set up a display, and they'll be judged and rated on how their display is. But one of the guys that actually won his display showcase, he gave this guy a watch out of his collection, because the guy just said, man, that is a really nice watch. And it was a Star Wars watch, I believe. He loved it. I think it was Darth Vader. And now we're talking 2018, so I could be wrong, but I know it was a character watch. It was a character's watch. And from there, I was like, yo, that was crazy. Now, this was, February, March of 2018, which later that year, I would start YouTube. That was 7 years ago. Man, I missed the Invicta Cruise. Yeah, man, you and me both. I've heard the Invicta Cruise being referred to on YouTube, man. Not so much in a good light, man. But you know what? This is the one thing too, if nothing else, man. My biggest takeaway for today's live, man, is like, man, for those that are frequently on YouTube and you're watching the different YouTubers, you're looking at all of the stuff that you can see, seeing what's new, what's out there. And I know the people that's wanting Invicta, because I got your message. I don't know what Shop HQ's doing. I don't know. There's no new news, but I do know that from the watches I've seen online, they're not really going in the direction like they used to with the Swiss stuff, right? So there's some other options. You can always go Aragon. He's still using Swiss movements and still using some of the elements that people love. However, it's all about what you want to do. But it can be toxic though. It can be toxic, man. And it can be depressing, man. I just watched a video today, and it was referring to, I don't know if you guys know, what is this show called? Time and Tide. Now, this one guy on there, he was a part of two other gentlemen. It was three of them, and it was about effing time. It was the name of the show. And I watched it for, maybe a year, I think. I don't know how long they were on, but I watched it for a year. And it's funny, the time that I actually found out about it, I watched it for that year and then they ended. They brought the show back. I think they came back this year, but they haven't done anything since then. So now they're doing, it's just one of the three is just doing it with two other people. And I went to the comment section. After, like during this video, I was going to the comment section. And it is very, it's rough sometimes. It's rough, man. And, like, as a watch collector, I don't know about you, you may be a very poetic and passionate person when it comes to watches, and very personal, right? Because I do have a couple of examples here. And if James, if you're watching, yes, I do always carry watches with me, bro. Like, I just do. Like, I don't care where I'm pulling up at. Like, sometimes I'll throw a watch in my truck just in case if I ran out the house real quick. I got it and didn't put a watch on. I have a watch in my glove box. But I have my Nomadic, right? And the story with this one, which, before I tell the story, when I was looking at this watch just a minute ago before I went live, there's certain times where this watch looks black. It looked black. But it's such a mirrored polish to that ceramic bezel, man. I'm like, yo, it's like every time I look at it, especially in certain lights, man, this watch just takes on a whole different vibe, man. And I'm like, wow. So I'm glad I got the watch. I'm glad I met the team. And they got a note. I don't know. Type in Nomadic if you don't know anything about this brand. Type in Nomadic. Look at it. They out of Belfast. They just released and launched. What I was telling you guys, that was they may or may not have a chronograph coming. Well, you have to look at it, and you'll have to slow it down on one part, but you can see what it is. And I know something about the dial. I know something about the dial that y'all don't know. I know something, but y'all will find out. Right when I was about to roll up, my guy Trap. What's up, man? E-Mac. Aragon is awesome. The ride has been amazing. And Vic, so while we're talking stories, Vic has been probably one of the longest lasting people that's been supporting the channel, him and his wife, man. And there's a number of you guys that's been rocking with me for a long time. The ups and downs, you guys have been with me through a lot, which brings me to one of the reasons why what inspired me to do today, right now, was watching TGV's latest video. It just dropped like 30-40 minutes ago, and yo, I had sent him a message, right? And I know I know he's not on Instagram that often, but I'll send a message anyway, right? And it's nothing that he needs to get back with me on like immediately, but I see why he hasn't been as active and stuff like that. Well, lost his mother to cancer, man, and I just like hit me in the chest, man, because I'm like, yo, this year has been so rough with loss, and even from a political standpoint, man, there's a lot of people suffering, man. And again, we don't touch politics here, man, but like there's people that's really suffering from loss of jobs, man, and like can't get their stuff paid, and it's like it's infuriating, man. But like at the end of you being furious, there's people that I know that I love and stuff like that they're suffering in some form or fashion, man. But like, I know somebody has to go to a funeral tomorrow. I just left a funeral Saturday. Friend of mine, real close friend of mine, lost somebody, lost her father, man. And dude was so dope, man. He was just an enjoyable guy to be around. Y'all know I lost my son this year, man. And it's just been just one thing after another, man. It's like life is life. And And I know sometimes we retreat to this, man. So for me, I can't tell for you guys, but I retreat. This is where I retreat to, like to YouTube, man. And just watching TGV. This dude was like, his face red, bro. Just you got to watch it for yourself, man. But like, dude, it was rough to watch. It was rough to watch for me. You know what I'm saying? It was like, gosh, you know what I'm saying? It's like you get hit because let's take the watches and shoes and cars, cigars, like because we kind of dive into everything. The motorcycles, the trading cards, because I watch a lot of stuff. Even whatever it is. There's something for everybody on YouTube. When you take the purchasing part away, the like human factor, man, like livability, man, we hurt, bro. We hurt, man. And sometimes we just need just like to take a step back, man, and just breathe it in, you know what I'm saying, and just embrace it. And even your enemy, bro, like it's better. I think me personally, I do, I don't care, and I'm not talking religion, but I'm telling you, there's something that I practice, and I'm telling you, I have to practice this, praying for your enemy, like for real, man, because if not, bro, oh my gosh, man, I don't want the negative stop, man. Life is rough as it is, man. What's good, everyone? This good. Wearing my GO60s chrono. What's on your wrist? Happy Friday from downtown Law, LA. What's going on, man? Yeah, brother, we're struggling. What's it gonna tell me? Man, bro, and hey, Ben 10, I'm glad you're there for him, bro. I was passing by. What's going on? Thank you for passing by. Oh, bro, he lost his mother to cancer, bro. R150 Grand Diver on one of my favorites. Wealth and quality is only going to get worse. That's why I try to help those around me. Yeah, Ben. Good friend of mine, my man Tony Woe, bro. We were talking yesterday because I was struggling. That's why. So I wasn't scheduled to go live because I needed just like the mental space and everything. And y'all know I told y'all I run back to YouTube to kind of offset, you know, what's going on in my life, man. But I was struggling yesterday, you know what I'm saying? Because regardless of what happens, when you lose somebody close to you, man, it's a struggle. It is. And yesterday was just not a good day for me. I mean, it was terrible. Got up this morning, it wasn't no better, man. I was like, man, it was hard for me this morning. And gosh, watching somebody else having to go through pain, man, it just kind of reminded me of life. I can't stop. I'm not just gonna stop living. But then, like I do, like consumption. We do consume a lot. We consume a lot of technology and a lot of stuff. You know, it is what it is. But I just want to, you know, I was just reminded by watching TGV's video, man, that, you know, like my why. That's another thing too. Another reason why I went live. And it's funny that I actually have a watch that him and Mark actually collabed on. And I watched Mark's video this morning. He was going over the various dive watches. But then I went over another guy's video and it was talking about the snobbery of being a watch collector. And you know what? Everything has its place, you know, and it is so easy for us to be negative from, you know what I'm saying? Like if somebody is used to royalty, if somebody was born into it, right? And they are on YouTube, they can't change who they are. Now, we don't align, you know, and I can't look at somebody like, God, dog, boy, you know that if you're used to Pateks and all of the high-end stuff and you look at a Timex, you be like, I can understand from a certain. I've been around rich folk. I've been around people that, you know, I used to sell cars. I've been around them. You know, but at the end of the day, that's not even if you can't stand it, you don't have to be around it like that long. You know, even if you work with it, you got 8 to 10 hours with that person and then you out. It's all about perspective, I guess. You know, like, get your paycheck and keep it moving. If it's too much of a burden, I mean, sure, I guess go find another job. I don't know. But today was one of them days where I was like, you know, I want to go live and just talk. I want to tell you guys what's going on with me, Want to give encouragement to people that's out there. Robert Wood is in the building. Shoot, hey, I want to congratulate my man, Wrist Unwound, bro. Like, did y'all see his Timex review? There's another guy. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't know this other guy. There was 2 major reviews on that new Timex Atelier watch, and you got to decide if that's something you want to get, because I said, me personally, I think the biggest hurdle to jump over is $1,000, and it's a Timex. I don't even think like people will look past the specs. They said, wait a minute, $1,000 Timex? What that thing do? So yeah. But you guys have to go check. If you haven't checked it out, go check out the review. There's a few. He was one of the first people. He was one of the first ones to actually do a live on it, do a live unboxing. Yeah, so pretty dope. Both my sister and brother. Oh, hold on, wait a minute. Dang, why does it keep going? Okay, both my sister and brother. It's homeless. Wow. That's what's up, bro. That's what's up, Ben. Just ordered new color Timex Flix Iron Man. Ooh. 1K Timex is hard to do unless you collect Timex. I think that's gonna be the biggest problem Timex got. Me personally, 36-hour power reserve, unproven movement, and what else? I think that's probably, the bracelet. It has male end links. I mean, it looked nice, man. Kind of has like a 50 Fathoms vibe to it. I like that skeletonized side case on it too, man. I think that's dope. I've seen that, like I was telling Tyree. I mean, that design, especially the case. Aragon was doing this years ago, 15, 20 years ago. They were doing that same style case, just on a larger scale. If you put your hands on the watch, you'll fall in love.
It was like 5 hours.
He said, I heard Timex came back. Bobby Specs, Randall Rob. Yeah, man. Just me personally, it's going to come down to that, personal preference. Everybody's not going to have the same taste, and that's the beauty about watches. Micro brands, major brands. We can all hate or agree to disagree. I'm not gonna say hate. I think we disagree with each other's taste levels on a strong level sometimes, YouTube, and then sometimes it can get borderline disrespectful. And I already mentioned this the other day. If you don't like it, it's one of the things you can keep moving or don't click on that. Because I think it's weird. I heard YouTubers say, like, I tune into these arrogant, snobby people just to be pissed off. And I was like, why would you do that? Why put yourself in that unnecessary anguish, bro? But you know what? Negative videos get clicks. But we're not here for the negativity. We're here for each other, in a sense. We're here for education. At least I am. Bro, thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. Hey, dude, you will get sniped over here, man. Like, putting like crazy comments in. We're all about positivity over here as much as possible, man, and getting information, man. So if there's like new watches or new stuff that's coming out, you can drop that down in the comment section. Let us know what's happening, because we want to know, and some of us want to spend money, if not all of us. 36-hour power reserve is a finesse. Come on, Tommy, stop being like a drug dealer, bagging up some Reggie. Yeah. Hey, you funny, bro. Yeah, man, and I think that's going to be a tough sell. I think they will sell though, man, because there are a number of Timex fans out there. So I believe that's going to sell, and I look forward to see what they got coming out next. But I think that's going to be the norm. You know what I'm saying? I think that watch is going to fall into the category because we are going north of the $500 watch quickly. And it's funny how like it's not like people are making that much more money, but a watch collector, they just gonna make it enough. They gonna make it. They are. But I'm more interested in, you know, the happiness, the pursuit of like what you deem to be like it, right? So this right here, simplistic. And I saw that new Call of Duty watch. You know what's crazy? I'm gonna say this.
I'm like,
Oh, baby. So I have this right here. Y'all see the texture dial? I think if they would have done that on the Hamilton, that Call of Duty one, I think that'd have been a little better than what they have now. Now don't get me wrong, I'm still getting it. And it's for it's more because it's a collaboration with Call of Duty. And I know my son he was ranked with Call of Duty, so I was like, okay, that's a no-brainer. That got to get in my collection. But we'll see how that works. It's sharp looking though. Was just thinking we need some new dials for the khaki key. Okay, you know what? I was doing some digging. I didn't know the CEO of Tissot right now used to be the CEO for Hamilton, and I'm like, bro, Hamilton, y'all in the Swatch group? They do need to add to their dial. I watched a Panerai video yesterday, right? And this is, I think they have the record of being the first authorized dealer in America to offer Panerai when they went over, being sold here in America, I guess with a Swiss-made group. How does it go? I was looking at it last night. Don't quote me on this, but gosh, it's a jeweler. It's an older white gentleman, and he was with a young lady, and they were talking about, you know, they was getting the myths out about Panerai, you know, and how some people complain about like Panerai needs to change, Panerai needs to do this, Panerai, and even that 30 meter Panerai, it's like, hey, that's not a real Panerai. And it just, that video I watched last night reminded me of this. Watch collectors, enthusiasts, and consumers are never satisfied, ever. Don't matter what you do, you can change the watch, you can do all these different things, just like they say Panerai is a big and bulky watch. Yes, it is. I don't think they should change because there's too many companies that, like, if that's the case, if you're looking for the perfect watch, you're going to have to buy multiple. Because I don't think you're going to ever be satisfied. But I'm going to tell you, like, the crazy thing is, for me, if I went down to like, you know, a 3 to 4 watch collection, this ain't going nowhere. This right here wouldn't go anywhere. I'm good with not having a date or no date. I am. I'm Gucci with having a no date. I wanted to Call of Duty Hamilton for about 20 minutes and realized how trash I was at Call of Duty. I was pretty good, man, but like, yeah, I'm like, for me. And I even got that comment last week when I said I was getting it. Somebody, I don't know if you were new, I think somebody knew, was like, you shouldn't get that, man. Like, that, put your money somewhere else. And I was like, well, the reason I'm getting that one, because I have a Hamilton khaki already. I got a couple Hamiltons. But that one is a collaboration, and I want it as a memento of my son. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I think I'm pretty sure I had posted that. So, it's not so much that I just have to have another khaki, but that's what I want it for. But I do agree with you, Rob, and I hope Hamilton, man, yeah, man, y'all need to come out with another dial, bro. Come out with something like that texture, man. Like, I'm telling you, that's a soul, this 1938. I like that dial. And you know what'd be dope too? If they did, if they increased the lume. Increase their loom for it to last a little bit longer, you know what I'm saying? Like for a field watch, I think that'd be, you know, pretty dope. You don't necessarily have to increase the water resistance. I know like there's other watches there if you want to get us like get specced out. Because I feel if you ask like a company like Hamilton to do much more or add the water resistance, now your regular khaki, that $700 will go to like $999 or something like that. And I'm like, I don't want an increased price. I just want you to change a little bit. Keep this. I mean, you could. We still want the DNA of Hamilton, but like just change. Give us a little bit something. Swag is ranked 1,000 on Call of Duty. Hot take. I think Fair is better than Christopher Ward. Ooh. I just trolled on Camp Like Chris Smooth. Hey, bro. I went through my camping stage, bro. I used to piss people off, bro. Camping. Trap the camper, bro. I camp all day. Sitting out there. Got him. Man, stop camping. You hear him on the other side, too. For a brief second, you'll hear the person complaining. Hey, man, he over there. Yup. I'm camping. You would never know where I'm at. I remember I just like, you know, it's funny. I remember playing Call of Duty and I laid just in the middle of the ground. Just laid there. Waiting for somebody to come across. And they probably thought I was dead. I was like, you stupid. Pow, got you. Pow, got two. Pow, got three. Then I get up and go somewhere else. And like, they come back to there. I'll be just camped, just right over by some bushes or like a structure. Camp, pow, pow, pow. Kill them same 3 people. And I'm out. I wasn't ranked though. I was pretty decent. No, hey, I've been on the phone with Vic when he's playing this game, man. He's pissing them people off like somebody rage quit, man. Hey, Vic got to be the truth, man, on them sports games. Undisputed boxing. Hell yeah. Yeah, I seen that Hamilton increased their prices, bro. And it thoughts on T-Star Bomba, not the bomb. Actually, you know what? I almost bought one, bro. When I went out to the show to Chicago, I almost bought one. I will wear that. I like that style, man. I think it's pretty cool. It wouldn't be an everyday wear, man, but it's something really, you know what I'm saying, sporty, something nice. Take on vacation with me, even go like a driving watch. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Pretty cool watch. Pretty cool. Yup. Anyway, today was really. I'm actually about to end. I'm not even gonna go an hour today. I'm about to end here shortly. I wanted to say this though. I do appreciate the conversation. I got a few text messages yesterday. There were some people that had watched a couple of my other videos. It was like, or other lives, and they was like, "Yo, Trap, you good, bro?" You know what I'm saying? They gave me some great advice. I had a talk, and YouTube it can be a very relaxing place for me. Like when I'm controlling this, then there's times where I'm like, just like, you know, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, man, after looking at today's selection of videos, everybody that's dropping the Strap Habit stuff, I saw Rob did the Strap Habit, and there's actually a code. You have to go to his channel to go get that code. It's random. I think that's what it is. It's random. It's the code. Go over there through his website and go get you a strap. Because if you're not in a position to buy a watch, man, get the strap. I just bought a strap off of Amazon last night, or 2 days ago. It should be at my house now. Yeah, change your straps up. That's it, man. That's it, man. You give new life to your watch. Now, I thought about putting a leather strap on this one, but nah, I'm keeping this one just like this because this one is a special watch, and I like to keep it the way it is. I got to clean it to give it that extra shine. I got to get that shine back the way I was. Stay strapped. Hey, you do gotta stay strapped in more ways than one. Boy, that is such a loaded statement. Yes. But anyway, Animal, I got several years ago when it first came out.
Yeah. How was that?
Oh, really? I think Sega's been up there though. Sega's been popping, man. Sega been popping. Funny you mentioned that, Trap. I just switched out one of my X-Wings from strap to bracelet. Yeah, I saw that. Bobby Specs, what up?
I just, when I went to the pediatrician, I was like, I have increased.
All right, hold on. Let me make sure. Let's see. It's
Like,
2K.
no, and you also think that I could increase my 10 loads per week.
Christopher White. How did I miss you, bro? Let me see. Then there be fair with the Lejeune Perrier movement. Okay, I missed that one. Dang. If Timex had micro adjust bracelet with the class and use a LJP. Okay, hey, so ladies and gentlemen, I am actually about to end this one because I got to go pick a kid up. And I just wanted to say thank you guys for rocking with me. Thank you guys for just doing this, man. I hope you guys continue, man. Let's just keep it on. Keep the positivity flowing, bro. Other than that, man, yeah. Hope you guys have a great weekend. I will see you guys. I won't go live until next week. Got something special for you guys. You will hear from a watch designer. So just keep that on your mind. All right. So to the next lightning strike, ladies and gentlemen, y'all be blessed.